Welcome to The Nooner, a daily dispatch of open-ended ideas from J.E. Peterson, but you can call me Jordan. For best results, head over to Substack, where you can sign up to get the Dispatch's Weekly Digest, which includes some extras that I don't share anywhere else. You can find a link to that in the description of this episode. Alright, here's today. If we want new art, we have to pay for it. I recently discovered that you can listen to audiobooks on Spotify. I mean, I knew this, since Spotify keeps recommending audiobooks to me and has been for the last who knows. But I didn't quite realize that the selection of audiobooks on Spotify is competitive with Audible. And I also didn't realize that my premium Spotify membership would give me access to almost their whole library of audiobooks. In the past few weeks, I've fallen in love with audiobooks. It makes sense, since my favorite kind of podcasts to listen to are the super long conversations between people whose perspectives and experience I value. Anyway, it wasn't until a couple of days ago that I found out there's a limit on the number of hours that are included in my premium subscription, and that if I want more, I need to pay more money. Bummer. It would be tempting to launch into a pro and con comparison between Spotify and Audible, but that's not why I'm writing about this. I'm writing about this because I'm really glad there's a limit on the number of hours of listening that are included in my premium membership to Spotify. Deeply glad. I mean, sure, I'm poor, so I would selfishly love to be able to listen to as much as I want without having to pay any extra. But that would be so bad for the one remaining bastion within the publishing industry. Spotify has already done more to decimate the livelihoods of musicians across the world than any other single entity, and it's getting worse. I don't want the same thing to happen to authors. Audible works by charging a monthly subscription and offering some finite number of book credits per month for that subscription. There are different tiers, of course, but the point is that you don't get unlimited credits for your subscription. If you want more books, you have to pay for them. This is healthy. This is good. This prevents the entire ecosystem from withering away. Why does Audible do this? I haven't done the research to know for sure, but I suspect it's because publishers saw what happened to the music industry and said no effing way, and have been playing hardball with media platforms like Audible and Spotify ever since. There is, of course, a tension between what I would love as a consumer and what is good for the creators that produce what I consume. Companies like Spotify are sort of like populism run amok, giving the people what they want at the expense of what's good for them. Because sure, paying one small subscription fee to listen to every piece of music ever made feels pretty magical, until you realize that the real cost is cultural anemia. If dramatically fewer musicians can make a living by making music, guess what we'll have less of? That's right, kids! Music. Pretty soon we'll all be listening to old songs, watching old movies and TV shows, reading old books. If we want new art, we have to pay for it. If you liked today's episode, I hope you'll share it with someone. No, I'm not asking you to spam your socials. I mean, obviously you can if you want to, but everyone knows a thoughtful, well-timed message can make all the difference in someone's day. So if the spirit moves, send a text. And if you haven't yet, head over to The Nooner on Substack to get access to the Dispatch's Weekly Digest, including stuff like music recommendations, TMI updates from my personal life, and the quiet satisfaction of knowing I like you more than other people. Okay, that's it for today. See you at noon tomorrow.